Now at 5, happily ever after. The wedding industry is hoping to come back stronger this year after many couples canceled or postponed their weddings in 2020.
A lot of businesses are holding on by a shoestring. Many have closed down temporarily.
The event sector was one of the hardest hit by the pandemic.
Now many wedding professionals and those hoping for their dream weddings are finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel as Rhode Island begins loosening restrictions.
12 News consumer reporter Gina Marini is here now with a look back at a difficult year. Gina?
According to an event professional, the amount the wedding sector lost in 2020 could be almost $1 billion. Rhode Island may be the smallest state in the country, but it draws big attention with its beauty.
We are a destination. People come here to have their weddings, people from all over the country and all over the world.
The Ocean State offers both scenic views and an array of services. Evan Smith, CEO and president of Discover Newport, tells me this combination brings bridal parties to Newport and Bristol counties to hold their weddings.
Our wedding industry is enormous, valued at probably about $50 million in direct spend here in Newport.
Data from the Rhode Island Coalition of Wedding and Event Professionals shows in 2019, more than 6,600 weddings were held in Rhode Island, bringing in more than $190 million in direct spending. But when COVID hit last March, it drastically changed the market.
For weddings, we lost anywhere between 60 and 75% of our market share in 12 months.
Smith tells me through conversations with caterers and wedding venues, it's estimated 45% of couples had their weddings in 2020, but with significantly lower guest capacity. 40% of couples moved their date, and 15% canceled altogether.
We've dealt with a lot of hurdles, and now we're just trying to plan ahead and, give couples some hope.
Made up of more than 900 industry professionals, the Rhode Island Coalition of Wedding and Event Professionals was born out of the pandemic to help members navigate in an ever-changing market.
A lot of businesses are holding on by a shoestring. Many have closed down temporarily.
In the last few months, the coalition has held rallies and put on a mock wedding. From that came a training video event professionals can use as guidance to operate safely. Luke Renshin, the coalition spokesperson, tells me Rhode Island is setting the stage for the rest of the country and says other areas are taking notice.
They want to use the principles of what we as a coalition has come up with to utilize so they can open.
And new at 6, we'll introduce you to a bride-to-be who, like many others, has been faced with many challenges planning a wedding during the pandemic. I'll also explain what some hope 2021 will look like. Gina Marini, 12 News.
Happily Ever After continues now at 6. It's been a long year for many brides-to-be.
Some days I would want to just throw in the towel and be like, we'll go and we'll get eloped, but I know deep down that's not what I want.
Many couples forced to make changes after the pandemic hit the local events sector hard last year.
At 5, we told you about some of the revenue the wedding industry lost in 2020.
New this hour, the hope for a different outcome in 2021 after navigating through times of uncertainty. 12 News consumer reporter Gina Marini is here now with an outlook of this year's wedding season.
Well, over the last year, it's been tough for the Rhode Island wedding industry. The pandemic creating many challenges, but not just for the event professionals, also for those hoping to tie the knot.
A lot of businesses are holding on by a shoestring.
Luke Renshin is a spokesperson for the Rhode Island Coalition of Wedding and Event Professionals, which formed during the pandemic. He tells me the wedding industry depends on planning, but over the last year, COVID created unpredictability, which made it difficult for couples to make decisions.
We went to La Salette like we always do to see the Christmas lights, and I turned around and he was on one knee, and I just couldn't believe it.
Stephanie Walton is just one of the many brides-to-be who was supposed to get married in 2020. Her fiancé proposed in December of 2018, and just hours later, she began planning her dream wedding.
I wanted just to feel like a princess.
But when COVID hit, she says she never expected the obstacles it would bring.
Some days I would want to just throw in the towel and be like, we'll go and we'll get eloped, but I know deep down that's not what I want.
Rhode Island Department of Health data shows between July 1st and December 29th of 2020, 18 weddings in Rhode Island resulted in one or more cases of COVID-19. A DOH spokesperson says pre-event testing is required for catered events, but Wrenchen says venues now have the option to offer rapid on-site testing.
We want to keep people safe. Introducing testing at weddings, I think, is going to be a great way for the time being until we can get through this pandemic.
Things are looking up. Just last week, Commerce Secretary Stephen Pryor announced capacity for catered events will increase up to 75%, capping capacity at 100 indoors and 200 outdoors beginning March 19th.
The catered event business may allow for dancing under certain circumstances.
Massachusetts will allow dancing March 22nd, which will have a drastic impact on Rhode Island's industry, according to President and CEO of Discover Newport.
It's so critical that we stay competitive and we stay close with the other states, because if we react too slowly, it's going to cost us millions of dollars.
Despite all of the unknowns still present, there's a glimmer of light at the end of this long, dark year.
I think my fears are all behind us, because all I feel is that there's hope ahead.
I have a gut feeling everything's going to be fine, so I'm just going to stay with that positivity.
And we expect Rhode Island officials will announce more information about dancing March 19th. Gina Marini, 12 News.
Happily Ever After continues online. Head over to WPRI.com to read more on how the 2020 wedding season was affected, plus learn about the steps the industry is taking this year to create a safe environment for couples.